Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching our favorite show.
We're
watching Andor.
watching Andor.
We're so happy, so excited.
Yes. Episode 7, is it?
Yes, we're starting a new 3 episodes.
Second to last new 3 episodes.
Yeah. Oh.
That's that's
Why?
what I made the face.
Let's not think
Let's
about
not think
it.
about it. That's very true.
I feel like we're just gonna end. You know what I mean?
Like we're not gonna know.
We're not gonna think about it. And
You know,
the last
like, I
episode's
have
gonna
like
come.
I have a problem with the fact that the last thing technically that we're gonna watch is the thing that came before. You know what I mean? And so like I don't expect it to be like on the level that the show Andor is on. You know, because I think like it's in general like it's a very developed story, and we know the characters, and the movie's gonna have like another main character. You know, like I don't think I'm gonna see Mon or Luthen or anyone in the movie. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so.
I think we're gonna see someone. Do you know how?
Where's your third eye?
Not nowhere. It's just that like I envision it. We're gonna okay. Andor is the main character, but like either we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna have mentions because like technically Rogue One came out before. So like what I would do was, for example, some like side character in the movie, I would have them in the show, develop the story. So I can imagine like an hour in the movie we don't expect anybody to have, and then like I don't know, Mon comes, or like Mon's Val comes, you know, and just like does something, you know, and in the movie it's not important, but like you have watched the show and you know how that person is important, you know what I mean? Or I can imagine something like that.
I understand,
but I agree with you. Not many of our characters are gonna be in the movie.
And like that's gonna be
like,
the last thing that we're watching of Andor.
Yeah, like the movie is just gonna be like added story.
Yeah, a conclusion.
It's not even conclusion. Just like it's maybe conclusion for Andor, you know, but like for anybody else, no. Like True. I feel like what the show is gonna be about is just like about our people who are desperately trying to stop the Empire, and like they're not gonna stop it at the end, but like we're gonna see maybe a little progress
we're gonna move.
Yeah,
we're gonna go a step further for the future generations.
Exactly,
to stop
and
them.
that's what like that's the story gonna be about like just like one generation who moved for a bit, you know, like one group of people who were desperately trying, and that's something like they're like it wasn't unimportant, it was very important.
I mean, I think Luke, right, is the one that like I don't know, destroys the Empire. I'm not sure what. Again, my question is what comes after that.
I had to Google Luke. I have to see his face, honestly.
Didn't we already do this? Didn't we already do this whole game where you Googled Luke and you were like this old guy, but like
old guy? Okay, and now I know.
But he's not old. In the movies that we watched, he was not old. He's old in the new one.
So forgettable for me. What's the name of the show?
His name is Mark Hamill, I think. Yeah, do you remember him?
Okay, what is the other guy? We have watched
2 movies.
What is the other guy?
Han Solo,
let's see him.
You know the actor?
Yes, I know the actor, and I have watched him in a movie. I'm aware of that. You know what I mean? It's just that like I don't remember anything. I really don't remember anything. Like I really could watch the whole movie without remembering anything. Like
that's why I'm saying we can watch Lord of the Rings, because like she doesn't know. She watched the first 2 movies as well, and she doesn't know.
Second movie, first
movie she might know. Second movie she doesn't know at all.
First movie I definitely know first hour, because I watched it 3 times and it was not so interesting for me to continue, you know. So first hour I definitely know, and second movie I just know the gray guy comes back as the white guy. That's what I know. And in the first movie I know that what happens with Ned Stark. I was very disappointed, very depressed after with that.
Ned
like
Stark.
very
God,
sad.
how interesting. Like to you he is Ned Stark, but to
yes,
me,
of course. What do you mean?
Yeah, he was always Boromir to me. I was like watching Game of Thrones. I was like, oh my god, no Boromir. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to watch. I think this arc, I think we're gonna continue with Gorman. There is a whole storyline to cover there. So like I think we're gonna.
But we're skipping maybe a year.
I think and like that makes a lot of sense, because like we need time to move for things to progress in the way that they want it to, the Empire wants it to. Because like I think ultimately we will see them accomplish what they want to, which is like stealing the natural goods of the planet, and with that like killing the population, or like when I say killing, I don't know how much that entails, you know what I mean? And they're gonna be able to avoid a genocide. So like I think that's what's gonna be the
How do you
storyline in these
envision
three
that
episodes.
genocide happening?
I think with the French Revolution, I don't know what I mean, the Gorman Front, is that what they're called? Again, they like stole the weapons, and like they are gonna like go against the Empire. The Empire is gonna use this as an excuse to like send more forces, because like they're gonna be like, oh my god, terrorists or something. And thus like create a quote unquote war, even though it's not a war, and like with the constant killing of the people, just be able to start extracting I don't know how they extract the goods where there are, like I'm not
That's
sure.
the part that I'm thinking about. Like,
yeah,
how,
but like I don't know what that means.
That's the part that I'm thinking about. Like, how does that happen? And like, does that, like, is it a genocide, meaning a lot of people die immediately, or like with extracting those goods, people die? Like, it's a genocide. The generation dies. You know what I mean?
I think it's both. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people die. Like with this fighting that's gonna happen, and like with them extracting this, it's gonna destabilize the plant. Is that what not what they said, right?
It.
Thus, like the plant's gonna be destroyed, and I'm sure they're gonna blame the terrorists, the Gorman Front, you know, whatever.
That's how I envision it.
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna be happening here.
Like, how they're gonna be able to pull that off.
Yeah,
let's say, and like it's not like gonna be, it's gonna be a genocide. It's gonna especially take over time. You know, that like people are not gonna even be like, oh, look what they did, you know, like later they're gonna be like, look what they did, look what like what kind of monstrosity they did. But like at that time, in that point, no one's gonna really know what's gonna like how big an impact is gonna be, you know what I mean?
Maybe
on the planet.
Maybe I don't know like how it happens, like with extracting, like how.
Me neither.
Does it happen immediately? I have no idea. Like those are details that I don't know. I just know people will die and suffer at the hands of the Empire, which is like forever the case here. I think the interesting storyline here is gonna be Cyril. Especially, we had it in the previous episode, like the guy that we know, like that's like above Dedra. I think told her like Cyril cannot know, or like he can, you know, you cannot tell Cyril. And like I don't think there is no problems there. Like she is not gonna tell Cyril. Like she is devoted to the Empire. She is, if they ask her to, she's gonna give Cyril's life for the Empire. And like the thing is, we talked about this, like when we saw him at Gorman, like she is putting him in harm's way, like directly, because I don't know how things are gonna play out, but like he is there, which tells us enough about like how far she is gonna be willing to go. And
that's
like
not far for her. No, you know what I mean? That's like normal. Like she would put herself, she would put anybody in harm's way, because the Empire is the most important. You know, like
in
for
a way,
her, it
she's
would
a
be an
dark
honor.
Luthen.
Yeah, it would
she's gonna put everyone in like in.
Absolutely, but like for her, it is an honor for Cyril to be put in harm's way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's not like a line that she's crossing. You know what I mean? Like
for her, no.
Absolutely
for her, no. I mean, like she's crossed that line already. Like what is a Cyril, you know? Like she's quite literally, her mission is genocide, so like I mean, what are we talking about? Like what is one more life?
I mean, she doesn't love in that way. She has never felt love.
No,
in a real way.
She's been brought up by the Empire.
Yeah, so
but I think that's gonna be like an interesting storyline, because I really wonder how they're gonna like do that, because at a certain point, like Cyril is gonna like realize what's happening, and I really wonder what he's gonna think about it, because like he is also like he's very devoted to the Empire, and like the introduction to his character was like him upholding the law. He's naive in the sense of thinking that the law of the Empire means like the kind of moral law, which is rarely the case. And so like he believes that he believes in the Empire, naively so, and so like he is, you know, serving them.
Yeah, he also believes in making people proud, because he never was able to make his mother proud. So like I think that is also what is always making his decisions for him, you know, like how is that gonna affect, because like he has been missing love, let's say, in his life, affection, appreciation. How is that gonna affect if he finds out like that Dedra
That he was used, yeah.
he was used, that Dedra used him, that he hid,
Yeah.
like
Like he was not
if
part of the
they yeah, I understand, but like yeah, is he gonna feel heartbroken, betrayed, or is he gonna, or are they gonna present it like, oh, this is an honor, you know, like everybody's gonna be so proud of you, you're gonna be a
See,
hero.
they can do that.
So
They
like in my
can-
mind, that could be enough for him.
Again,
Right.
depending on like ultimately what he knows, you
Yeah.
know, and like whether he like believes the empire and what the empire says. And I don't know, but like he is sort of in it. So like I'm not sure how much he can believe. I don't know. I think that's gonna be a very interesting storyline for these 3 episodes. I will love that storyline. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. 2 things. The guy that we saw in the previous episode was the guy that like was planning the whole thing on Gorman. And I thought for a second, maybe it's that guy, because it's the only person that I like know that we have not seen again, but like I did not know if they look anything alike, so I was
Yeah.
like not gonna say anything, but it is that guy apparently. And a shocking information that we got: the guy from Miss Congeniality is the father of Leia. This is shocking to me.
Is the father of Leia?
She's the third one.
Wait, what?
Han
True.
Solo, Luke, Leia.
Okay, from the original.
Yes, he is her father.
And is he a father? Interesting.
And oh my god, that people actually said the original actor is another actor, and I recognize, but I'm blanking on the name, Jimmy, and he is in the West Wing.
Okay.
I know him from the West
Okay.
Wing. I mean, that does not really matter
So
too
I
much.
thought that you meant that he is the older in
No,
Miss
apparently-
Congeniality.
No, I don't know where he appears.
Okay.
I don't know where he appears as Leah's father.
Oh my god,
Where
shocking!
would
I don't
he appear
remember.
as Leah's father? Maybe in the prequel? The other actor? I have no clue. But like they had to, I guess, change the actor
I guess.
for like, you know.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, but like they were gonna get him, but like he had like some prior obligations filming, and so like
Okay,
they got
so
a
like
new actor.
it wasn't like in the
I was not-
previous, in the
no. Because I was
original
thinking
one.
age thing, like
Yeah.
where how do we fit? Where
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, they had to change it. Of course
No.
they did, you know. What I
Yeah.
mean? But technically, if it's like in a prequel,
That's what I mean.
Sequel or
I'm not sure
whatever, I
where
have
he
no
he was
idea.
definitely not in the 80s playing her
Yeah,
father. I think
yeah.
he maybe would have been born in the 80s. You know?
yeah, that-
I think that's all. I think that's all that people have mentioned about things that we don't know about from Star Wars. I think we can now play the episode.
Let's play the episode.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Look where we start. I mean, it's gonna be a recap of everything.
Oh my god, so maybe this is what this 3 episodes gonna be. Yeah, there he is, Krennic.
How do you remember these names? In
I
this
don't,
show?
people said it, but I thought because of Eats IC at the end and all of our like last names and an IC, I was like, he's our guy.
We're worth more to him separately than together.
Oh, what does that mean? Is she gonna have like a problem with
Talk to him.
Luthen?
I'm coming.
I love her.
I can't even be mad at like a long previously on because like just like
No.
to see it all
Just
recap.
give me. Yeah.
I feel unwell. Krennic. He said like that, someone said like he's like a top 10 worst, like by command. Like it's, you know, the Emperor, then
Okay.
like Darth Vader beneath him, and then like the guy Moff, the one that killed 500 people at the square, and Krennic is like close to them.
Yeah.
Like they're the worst of the worst. Or like, I mean, they're very high in the Empire.
1 year later.
Oh, the gong. Every time I get shocked by the gong. Wait, 1 year later? Oh, from where we left off?
Yeah.
It's not like before... Okay,
Yeah.
BB-8 too.
Baby, you're right.
Before the Battle of
Yeah.
something. Looks like the Mayan. Yeah, in Rebel Base. Is this...
Honestly, can't.
I thought
guess.
Willman for a second because... Oh my god, it is!
Yeah.
Because we're in a Rebel Base, like that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Cass is here? Oh my god, it's a family reunion.
It's much nicer place.
Yes, than
than where
Carousel.
they lived before.
Turn around.
This is where I wanted Bix to be, like in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of the woods,
It
listening
looks
to the
very
birds
pretty.
and
What happened to his
nature.
shoulder? Is it what because of some mission?
100%.
What are you gonna do?
Anything you want.
Not in front of a child.
Hey! Look at this. I can come back.
Don't you dare.
Aww.
I was about to send a search party.
When did you get back?
Just now? Where have you been? I was on a repair. Let's go, I'll get him back. Back from where? You're in there. This is here.
Is he like addicted to Rhino now? Like,
Just got in.
Where were you?
He's not giving up.
no. I would also want to know. But like, I mean,
Ethan wants to know if you're ready to work. Ready for what? He knows you were hurt. If he does this because you told him.
I mean, he
He's
is
been trying to reach you.
he is chosen.
Ready for what?
Back to Gorman. What?
He just wants to know if you can count on you. You trust this place? All these people? New faces every day? We need an army. Everything's a risk. All we do here is get ready. Luthen is making things happen. Is he? You want to fight? Or you want to win? Going it alone doesn't cut it anymore. Well, maybe you should tell him yourself. Maybe you should tell us where you've been.
Terrorism strikes again in Gorman just 3 weeks after events in
Terrorism strikes again. Shocking.
The number of Imperial casualties is still unknown. Admiral Tyson is expected to comment
Imperial
different
casualties.
escalated response level. Curfew was reinstated for the entire city.
Curfew.
Local leaders are urging calm, and so far there's been no statement.
I love when they urge calm. I love that.
Feel this city.
Gorman. Or Luthen. All these Cylons. That's what you've been doing. It's being destroyed. He must be thrilled. He's wanted it long enough. It's the Empire with the torches. They've gone insane. Oh. ISB Supervisor Dejamiro. She destroyed Ferrix. She killed my father. You know her? She's there in Gorman. In the open, I've seen her. She's there now, and she's there waiting to be killed. And I know you're gonna say it's for revenge, but it's not.
Even if it was, go right ahead.
Been for Luthen since Ferrix. She's been coming after him, and you, and all of us, and everyone we know. She's just sitting there, Cass.
Is it bait though? That she's just sitting
Keeps
there?
winning. You know she has to be stopped. I'm late for my briefing. You might let Luthen's the enemy. That would be easier.
This is so complicated. It's impossible to not understand both sides. It's impossible.
You won't have a better chance.
That's true, but also that could just be the final reason that they need, you know what I mean? Jesus.
The Emperor has taken a great interest in the situation.
Director Krennic's still with him now, but they wanted me to pass along the affirmative message to you immediately.
We are moving
What does the Emperor look like?
There is apparently no suitable replacement or synthetic alternative for the Gorman substrate material.
Uh-huh.
I see. It's bad luck, Gorman.
seeing what's in the ground, and when we're done, there won't be much left to call home.
When?
The fleet will be fully positioned in 48 hours. They're fiddling with the calendar, but to commence a full enforced resettlement that fits Krennic's schedule.
We'll need the declaration of martial domain as soon as possible.
Where is she?
I understood that like this was about to happen, but like
Yeah.
somehow hearing this is about to happen is... Oh, interesting, he's mad.
A successful conclusion to this problem.
We'll reinforce the ISB's position at the Emperor's side. You've done excellent work bringing this forward. Everyone that matters knows how well you've played this.
You're aware, sir, that the insurgents have weapons at this point.
We're counting on it.
Literally, what does she mean by that? Everyone... what does she feel bad about? She can only feel bad about Cyril.
Bombing at the naval depot. I can't even get in there.
It's being investigated.
The rumor is it's a setup.
They're running it down.
Who? And who's this tactical guy in your control?
There's evidence of outside agitators.
You serious? That's what I came here for. That is what I've been trying to do since I got here. That is what you told me you wanted, and now there's evidence I have to beg for?
We are trying to prevent an incident.
By keeping me in the dark. That's what to say. This is nonsense.
Stop.
What am I doing here?
Please. You need to go home and pack and be ready to leave when I tell you.
Oh.
What?
Good things are waiting for us. We'll be out of here soon. We'll be back in Coruscant. We'll be together. We'll be rewarded.
For what? What have we accomplished?
Be careful.
Did that not sound like he's about to die?
Me?
What is he gonna do? He's definitely not gonna pack up and leave. Or at least doesn't seem that way.
I mean, I honestly
right?
thought that he was gonna die, but I just didn't know that the death ray is like gonna tell him pack up and like let us leave.
Lovely out. I'm sure we'll walk.
This place keeps reminding me of Valencia.
Absolutely,
That-
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Every time I wanna
I
say
think
that.
yeah.
That's bad.
Requesting a new driver.
Don't. They might send someone smart.
This represents a turning point in the terror campaign that's been escalating for the past year.
I was gonna say, God, watching Andor this time, but I don't know if there's ever a time to not watch Andor and like... I think it would always feel familiar.
I'm afraid we're near the point of no return.
How can I help?
Turn back the clock. Send everyone home.
I wish I could make that so. This bombing last night.
They have no shame, do they? They don't even bother to lie badly anymore. I suppose that's the final humiliation.
Yes.
So that's the final
I
humiliation.
came here to thank you, Mom. Your constant courage. The brave face you put to the world. I've done a poor job letting you know how much I admire your grace. Protect yourself.
Is this not like I'm? I usually think the
Everybody's
first episode
dying.
of the 3 episode is like, you know, calmer,
Calmer.
preparing. Why is this
I mean,
like?
this is preparing us for the next.
Yeah, but this is too like this is too much.
Yeah, everything is tense.
Fantalesque bimukar bivuldekat. Sur fedelt kumbi fantalesque. En laïfique benache seulement pour pick up Cereforce.
Cereforce? Nash fixketan Cereforce à Dogambolis.
Nash troc, l'enfant. C'est le motiqueur et le brave.
Dalam bivek fikembro.
Bekommen bien Tickelsücke und Thomas Krepas.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
Nash gone. Gone full. Smatsi Nash.
Yeah.
This is the whole rebellion.
Absolutely.
Ce biffet madal. Nash trompinte. Reçoit dial. Tem d'abord. Salums. Sin clash. Jusqu'à corps sin compense. Reçoit combat. Nash bidunga. Dilan molen malai. Mukum kosmala bif madal.
God.
I'm with you, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Well, not fight against each other.
Definitely not fight against each other, but like they again have two different approaches. What peaceful resistance, unpeaceful resistance. What is the medium of that? Also, a peaceful resistance to a violent occupier is impossible.
You could have just asked me.
You would have said no.
What are we doing here?
What's the harm?
Where are we?
You're lucky Margaret's not here.
Donald should be straining up.
She hated force
She
healers.
was one force healer 10 years ago.
One.
Doesn't mean the whole thing's a scam. I wouldn't be faking something if it never worked.
Why not?
Force.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
The force. That is like something. I think Luke has the force.
Oh.
If I was in pain,
But I don't know what that
I'd
is,
try to
though.
do everything I could to fix it. You just run around pretending like nothing's wrong and everyone knows it's not true.
Forcing
What is
healer.
I don't know.
You set this up.
No.
Oh, she felt
Oh.
something. Oh my god, does he have a force? What is the force?
Nobody.
May I?
I understand him completely. I would be the most skeptical person ever.
I would say so the same, but like if this does exist.
I mean, like
In
there's
their
no harm to someone
universe,
like
yeah.
touching me, you know. Yeah, but like I'm not sure. I don't know what it is though, you know. I just think like there's something in Star Wars about the Force. I think Luke is the one with Force, which is why I think he's like the chosen one. He has like the Force.
She says, "No, I can't heal this."
Thank you.
Thank you for what?
The clarity. That feeling. It's been a very long time. I thought it had gone for good. So easy to lose faith. They come no matter what. Sometimes it even works, but this. You. All that you've been gathering. The strength of spirit.
He wants to
Surely
run
you must
away.
feel it.
I'll work on that. Come back and let you know.
You saw something.
Why do you keep pushing?
They like see the future.
Who is he? A pilot.
He's just a guy.
I sense the weight of things. Things I can't see. Pain, fear, need. Most beings carry the things that shape them. They carry the past. But some, very few. Your pilot. They're gathering as they go. There's a purpose to it. He's a messenger. There's some place he needs to be. Have you known him long?
He's a
I
messenger.
don't remember not knowing him. Maybe you're the place he needs to be.
Enza.
And
Oh, okay.
Cyril, okay.
Don't you know there's a curfew?
I needed to see you.
Then have a good look.
I have no idea what's happening now with
I think
him.
there's a way out of this before things go too far.
Because it's
My
been a
people are
year.
convinced you're being coordinated by outside agitators. If I had something to offer, if we could lay this off on outsiders, then
But like he's being honest here. Is it healing now? I think it is.
It's better, isn't it?
See, my mind would still think placebo.
Confusing. What happened when she touched you?
She's a cook in the mess hall.
And you're more than a pilot. She knew you were there. She felt it from across the yard. She wasn't making that up. That wasn't a scam.
What was it then?
I don't know. I don't even think she knows. But it happened, and I could sense it, and I'm not afraid to say that. She called you a messenger. I've had dreams like that.
Why are you doing this?
What if it's important? I know you felt something. That's why you're so upset.
What did he feel?
God, with the music. Everything is happening. Literally everything is happening.
I don't feel well. Who? I don't know. Who are
I
we
think
seeing?
I know the actor potentially. Maybe not.
He's going.
So listen.
Find an exit plan.
Without a destination.
It's a personal
Yeah, I
trip.
think it's him. Yeah.
Ah, sex education.
Those who enjoy the security of Yavin must proclaim their loyalties.
Know where I stand. The day I need permission to come and go, I'm gone.
That day is near.
But like, is it like somewhere he needs to be, Gorman, and then he's a messenger of what happens at Gorman?
At Gorman, yeah.
Because like that is
Yeah, to
like that is the peak of like
Yeah.
the empire
Yeah.
and the what it does. God.
yeah.
Imagine at your town square like 500 people died. You like
Quick time!
go with a fucking army, whatever this is. They look like children.
Get these men shaped up and ready for presentation.
There's not a man amongst them, sir, but I'll do what I can.
Jesus Christ.
Little children.
What did you think was gonna be happening?
I know.
And you?
Well, I cannot. Who is
Haven't
it?
seen you in a while.
No. I'm doing intakes. Scaring the new recruits.
You're struggling.
I needed a break. I was getting reckless. They sent me to talk to you. Draven. Dodonna.
Is that a name or like a name of people or places?
They need him, Biggs. They're on the verge of promoting him, and then he goes and does something like this morning. I know how deeply you believe in what we're doing. We're not Luthen's puppets anymore. We're not a bunch of maniacs running around Aldani. We're building a real army. Cassian is a leader now. We've all given so much. A little discipline doesn't seem too much to ask. I'll pass that along.
I just don't have time to us to be also like against Luthen and then for like we don't have time. We need to like unite. You need to like look what's happening here. We don't have time for infighting.
Second floor. Third from the left. She's in there. She sleeps in the building. The locals say she's on the plaza once or twice a day.
There's no way. So what is gonna happen?
Wait.
Well, I mean,
we know who knows.
The thing is, Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot.
Serial.
The thing is, there's not gonna be no time for like them to kill him, kill her, considering this is happening like tomorrow. They said like 48 hours, like 24 hours ago.
Welcome.
Is it the same hotel that he stayed in where he talked to the guy whose father was killed? In the middle of the square.
It's the same guy.
Is
That's the guy. The last time he was designer.
Journalists require imperial approval.
I know, yeah. I just got in. I didn't want to risk the curfew.
I have a room at the front facing the plaza.
Perfect.
Most guests don't say that anymore. It can be loud. She will report it. We'll turn over our guest list this afternoon.
Okay.
Good to know.
You'll have to carry your own bag this time. Another way.
Is this the weather center?
Clear skies tonight.
Your daily forecast at first light.
I'll make sure to listen.
We're always here.
What is the plan, though?
Maybe it's the best that we don't know it.
The thing is, like, yes, kill Dedra. But, like, why? Like, what is Luthen's plan here?
Somebody's looking from the above.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so tense.
I am telling you, I was not prepared for this episode.
Literally. Like, immediately started.
I usually think, like, you know...
Calmer.
Yeah, a bit chill.
We don't have time to be chill.
Oh, it's ending.
Oh god. Oh.
I don't even know if it's good that it's ending.
What an intense fucking episode. A really intense fucking episode. And honestly, I have a feeling it's been a year. I don't know how to explain that, but like I have a feeling a lot of things are happening, even though technically some things like are just like have started, you know, like many things have started in the previous episodes, you know, about Gorman and everything, and like we're coming to that point, to that storyline, but like a lot of things are happening, have happened in the meantime. For example, with the rebel groups, you know, where they have I don't want to say the word improved, but I want to say expanded a lot in my mind, you know.
Yeah, we are on some type of planet on Y, wherever, I don't know what that is,
and
but
we
it's like
have
a rebel base, and we're like making sort of like an army
on D.
Yes.
Dawn and I mean, I know it's
not Dawn.
Definitely
but like it could be like Dono,
or
with a double N,
or Domota. I think.
You literally just made that up.
Yeah, but two names on D, you know.
Yeah, they're like,
they,
I guess
maybe
the one
like
one of them is the one that told Cass, can't just come and leave.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's one person, and we have, I think, another person that is also like a leader on that planet, you know.
Yeah.
And like, well, when Val was talking about, she said that we're not anymore just like Luthen's puppets, you know, like we're just not following orders. Like it sounds like it's a bigger thing now, like we like that there is a bigger organization, bigger group of people that like expanded.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think like a lot of things have occurred, and it has been a year, and like all the things that have happened, we have like laid the groundwork. like, you know, with what happened with Cinta in the previous episode, like a year before that, and like what they talked about, like Luthen, you know, using them as puppets, not necessarily like looking at them as people. You then understand like how Val like moved away from him, but not like moved away from the cause, you know, and like they are trying to build an army, and like I am with them. I just think we need to unite. Everyone needs to unite. And I say this like, oh my God, let's all sit in a circle to sing Kumbaya. I'm not sure how we do this. You know, I understand it's a very big issue within the Rebel. Like this has been a whole season thing. It's a very big issue with the Rebels and like the discrepancy and things that they want and like how they want it achieved. It's very difficult. Like again, you see like it's a micro universe of that happening within the Gorman front, you know, like one side of the table wants this approach, another side of the table wants this approach. Again, it's very understandable why it's so difficult. And so I don't have an answer to how we gather, you know, how we gather people behind the common enemy who is so large. I don't know if potentially this now that happens at Gorman is gonna be like in a way a catalyst to people uniting, because like seeing this happen would maybe focus the rebels more. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that is the answer, because like I don't know how else we can do this. You know what I mean? I really don't know how else we can like take down this force. Again,
we have
the thing is,
one. Look,
that's I cannot watch the movies. I really can't watch the movies.
No, it's the thing.
They gave him still like they. I don't even know how he like took them down. I don't even know what that means. Like, did he just like kill Darth Vader? But like, then did he kill the Emperor? I have no idea what happened, honestly. And again, my biggest question is what happened afterwards. Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what got rebuilt? Is it again the Republic that like then led room to the Empire? So like, it's not a good thing either in my mind, but like, I guess it's something. It's sort of like you cut off the head of the snake, but the body remains. And I don't know if that's what also like happens in Star Wars, because like, I think it's a thing that happens often. Yeah. Like, I think you can like, you know, I don't know, we use this often example of like Nazi Germany. The people that were like, let's say at the end prosecuted, very few of them were. A lot of them got away with it. A lot of them got away with it with the like help of America. Like they got, you know, there's a whole Operation Paperclip that has happened. And so like, we didn't eradicate this, you know, we kept it. And like, I can say the same thing here in Serbia. Like when Milosevic was brought down, he was one man. Everyone else remained. You know, like the head of the snake was cut off, but like the radicals remained, and here we are now when they're head of the state. And so like, we just circled back. It's not enough. That's my whole point. It's not enough to just like cut off the head. Like, you need to fully eradicate this whole system. And I don't know if that is the thing that has happened afterwards. I don't know what follows it. It's a really like, it's the thing that I'm most curious about, honestly.
Honestly, it like killing the head of the snake is just the beginning. You have to start somewhere, you know, and like, you should start with the head. But yes, I think it needs to be rebuilt from the scratch, like burned to the ground from every side. Absolutely. So yeah, I have no idea how this is happening, but again, I don't think the show is about that at all. You know, I think this show, again, as we're watching this, we know Luton and we know Mon, you know, and we know what they did, and let's say Cass and things like that. Like, we know how to say them. Like you said, like about who is Cassian, he's just a man, and all of them are just people who are fighting against this in their way that they know the best know how. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't mean that like one is right and the other one is wrong. They just like have different perspectives, and we are watching them that constantly in the show. Doesn't mean that like Luton was right from the start, but like, he did manage to do something, managed to move in any direction, and because of him, maybe we're now on this planet. Cass, Bix, Val, and all of them are now here. With this bigger rebel group, you know, who maybe exists because Emperor did everything, and little groups reunited, and they heard something, and like, that's how they became. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like the whole purpose of the show is like sort of telling you what the constant battle is. and it's the battle that continues, like even after Luke, let's say the chosen one, cuts off the head of the snake, like the battle still continues, just like maybe in different forms. And then like it comes back again, and then we do everything again, and like sort of it seems like a never-ending cycle of things.
Yeah.
You know, like I think Huxley said that sort of the biggest lesson in history is that men don't learn anything from history, because like we repeat the absolute same mistakes. And like unfortunately I can tell you Andor is such a brilliant show, and it is timeless. And I don't think it's a good thing that it's timeless. Like I don't think it's a good thing that like at any point in time like you can watch this and like it will feel
Understand
familiar.
it.
Like
Yeah.
because like I'm watching this now and I can connect this to like so many things like happening, whether we're
Yeah.
talking about Gaza,
Gaza,
Sudan,
yeah.
like many things. But like, you know, my father could have watched this 30 years ago
Yeah.
and then like connected it to so many other things. And so like,
In every single country.
yeah,
It's
like,
happening in absolutely every single country.
yeah, and so like it's a never-ending cycle, and thus it's a never-ending battle. And it's the only thing that like you can take away from this without like falling into nihilism. The only thing you can do is like with Nemik's words, try. What were we talking about that we went on this tangent?
I mean, about the rebels and
Yeah, so like again, I think like it's very difficult to unite, and I really want to see how they do it, because I'm not sure that I have necessarily an answer to that. And again, I think I understand everyone's perspective, and like in a similar way, like the Gorman front, what they were talking about, like the older one that seems like in charge, I think was mentioning like a peaceful resistance, and like not giving them what they want, and the others were, let's say, not for that, because they are pressing their booth further on their necks, you know. And it's a similar way to maybe how Mon and Luthen also approached this, like in the beginning in season 1, like they had this whole conversation where like you see their different approaches to this. It's a whole problem where like I would love for there to be a way for peaceful means to work. And in certain things, they are gonna work. But then in other things, I don't know how you like respond to a violent occupying force in peaceful means. Like I think like there's another quote that always goes around because like it's so very prevalent. I think it's like from Kwame something, I don't know, where he's talking about how like you think that if the oppressor sees you suffering, and so like you're doing your peaceful marches and protesting, and if the oppressor sees you suffering, they're gonna feel empathetic, and thus like you can achieve something by peaceful means. But like that requires the oppressor to have a consciousness, and then like he says, in America has none. Again, like when everything was happening in Gaza and to the Palestinians, like the response and a lot of times was like, well, why they don't try peaceful means. And like then if you just like look at the amount of like, I think there was God, what was it called, the march, God, years ago, it was like a march, homecoming march. I don't know what it was, but it was like a whole peaceful thing of them like marching towards the wall, and the IDF shot at them. So like, what do we do with that? That's the situation that then becomes like difficult to like find answers to. I really love that whole conversation, the constant like not knowing what to do, because like, I don't know what to do either.
I don't know. It just feels again so realistic to me, and something that we see absolutely every day.
Yeah.
Like in bigger battles, in smaller battles, wherever. Like even here in Belgrade now with protests and everything, those are peaceful protests. You know.
Yeah.
Where the sound top. I don't know what I mean.
Yeah, they did. I think it's going around in America now because like did they use it or like God, it was called I think a LARD.
I don't know.
LARD device, and maybe it was like a year ago. It was March 15th. We had a big protest here in Belgrade. At 8:00, there is a 16-minute silence because there was 16 victims that died with the collapse of the canopy on our train station.
Yeah.
That was like directly the government's fault. And in those 15 minutes, like I think 200 meters from me, like you suddenly hear people screaming, and no one understood. Like I didn't understand what was happening, but like in that street, like they sounded that device. Like there's videos where you you can hear it. You clearly hear it. Like everyone said, like it sounded like a car was like gonna run them over. And everyone like tumbled. People like had
started running, screaming.
Yeah, and people had like injuries. They felt sick, and like clearly it's something, you know. And then like our government,
I mean, people
was like, what? No, we did absolutely nothing. This is lies. This is
we don't have that device.
No, we don't have that device.
No, things like that. And like people were puking, they fell sick basically. But like even if that didn't happen, like it still caused such a big response in people, like flight response, you know, where everybody started running and like people were falling down and things like
the thing is, there was like
could have been
a million people on the street. Like there could have been
hurt.
And
that's what I want to just say. Like in the conversation when they are talking, what they are talking about, people here have been talking about. People all around the world have been talking about having peaceful process that maybe did not work. You know, and having violent ones and things like that.
Yeah, and like similarly to how when we talk about that top in our government, like no, we don't have that. And then pictures 2 days ago, I mean 2 days after, someone took a picture of them having that device on top of a car, and then they're like, well, we have it, but we didn't use it. And then like, no, we used it, but we just used it. And so like it's very similar to the sentence of what they said. Like they don't even try to lie badly anymore. Like it might be the final humiliation. Because like they own here in Serbia, they own all the news channels, and thus if you don't have cable, and so like a lot of people, like Serbia is a poor country, and a lot of people don't have cable, and you would not be able to
outside of the big cities,
outside of the big city, like Belgrade, you know, when it's time to vote, they don't win in Belgrade. Belgrade is a large city, and like it's much more, let's say, modern, and it's a much richer city than any other city in Serbia, and so they always lose here. But like in the rest of the Serbia, they win because like older people just constantly see what's being portrayed in the media. They think that's the truth. And like, I mean, everyone has those stories, and it's a very hopeless situation, and like you really try not to like lose will to fight, but like it becomes difficult like to see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know. And there's like no one also like giving you any other alternative, you know, like you're all sort of flying like chickens without heads. Is that a saying? I don't know. So like again, Andor hits very close to home for everyone, like globally as well.
With everything that is happening, with the like when you listen to what they are doing, what the government is doing, like, and what the rebels are going to and talking about, it's absolutely the same. Honestly, that's why I love it.
It might be the most important show. It might be the most important show that we have. And again, I wish that it wasn't as relevant as it is. The whole point was like, I don't know how we're gonna do all of this. You know, I don't know what the outcome of this finally will be. I don't know how we like band everyone together.
I don't think we're gonna see all of it, you know?
No.
Like, I think we're just gonna have, let's say, a glimpse of hope. Like we said, like we found also about the Force a bit in this episode with the woman Force healer or whatever. Healing Cass and talking to him how he is feeling something, and he's scared of something, and like, again, I don't know much about it, but like it seems like, does he have it? Like, does he have the Force, or is I don't know.
I don't think he has the Force. I think the whole point of this is like he's, you know, a regular guy, but like I don't know what the Force does. I just like I know the Force as in like, is the Force compels you? Is that like from Star Wars, or is it from something else? But I think like the Force is like a thing that like Luke has. And that's why he's like the chosen one or something. God,
Does
I don't
she
know.
have it, that woman?
Yeah, the woman has
I
it.
had a feeling like force is something that like many people have inside of him, and like why I asked, does he feel it? Because like it seemed to me like he's feeling something, like he's scared of something, and he was scared of her because she's gonna maybe feel that he's feeling something. I don't know. That is how in that, and that's why he ran away, and like it seemed like he did not tell that fear to anybody.
Yeah, but like that doesn't have to be like the force. Like it could be just like him, knowing that he should go, or like that he should. Like sometimes you just have a feeling that you should go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like you have a feeling. I don't think like it's necessarily what is the force? You know what I mean?
Like, say, like
what is that? Like he could have an intuition. Like it.
But like, is the force intuition? Is the force just like a strong intuition that some people have? That's what I want to say, because like...
Well, considering like she healed something on him, I don't think it's like just intuition. I have no idea what the force is. Like, I think like when she touched him, she said thank you. And so like clearly she feels, because like with everything that he is doing and like how important he is going to be for the cause, and they're like, they're calling him a leader, as a, like maybe a person to unite them all. Like she felt like he is gonna be very important. She said something along the lines of like that but like she said that she started to lose hope because like they always come, and I think she like meant the empire keeps coming, and so like it's difficult for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But like,
because like even if you see rebels, and even if they do something that like they crush them, they destroy them, and that's how you lose all your hope for fighting, all your will for fighting, because like even if you have a small victory, like a big loss comes after that small victory, and you lose hope. So like maybe feeling him, seeing him, I don't know, feeling force from him, she could feel that like he is gonna do something quite important.
Well, she called him the messenger, and so like I think like that is a twofold, maybe like a messenger is in terms of like, because like she said there's some place you need to be, and like we know they were talking about Gorman and like going there, and so like maybe she alluded to like him having to go there because then afterwards he did, and then a messenger because like I think he's about to see
what happens.
What happens, and thus like he can be a messenger in the ways of like because of like what has happened there. Maybe that's what can like unite all the rebels, and he works as a messenger, and then like ultimately he is a messenger because like the rest of them, like he is gonna move the rebellion further, and like in that type of a way he is a messenger for everyone, for the universe, for future fights, like same as like Nemec is, like he did it in his words, like he wrote something down, and like that is always gonna move the fight, like he is forever gonna live, like he will never die, and so like in that way he also becomes a messenger, I think. I think that's what she meant, whatever the force is.
But she felt something, and again we know that this is the whole show about him, about previously on from Rogue One, like something again I think here maybe like we are gonna see what happened with Gorman and all of that, and maybe that is the thing, because like it's gonna be a huge horrible thing that maybe with his help is gonna unite even more people and more rebel groups and people who weren't rebelling to start rebelling against this. And
which brings me to my other question: why is he here now? Like, why did Will came by instructions of Luthen to ask Cass to go and kill Dedra. You know what I mean? Like that is, I don't think that's the mission. I don't know what Luthen knows. Like he was wondering like why they're doing what they're doing in Gorman. I think like with the time that has passed, I think he knows what the MO is. Like even if he doesn't know like what exactly they want to take, like he knows that they're like building up to the point of like having an excuse, let's say, to like this is again a tale as old as time. So like everyone can kind of see this. So like he knows that. And Luthen is very smart and very calculating. Like no one then sends you to kill Dedra because like, she is posing a risk to Luthen when like she's not on Luthen's case. like that is off to someone else, you know, like that's not at all what's happening. Like no one in their right mind would like send you here when like things are already amping up to like kill the Dedra, because that would just like amplify everything further. And so like I don't know if he just sent him there to also bear witness to what's gonna happen, because I don't think he would have sent, because like first I thought that he sent him here to kill Dedra to like move things along, but like he wouldn't need to do that because things are already moving along regardless, you know what I mean? Like they don't need to kill Dedra for the things to start occurring, because like they're gonna occur in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
And so like he wouldn't need to do that. And I don't think Dedra gets like shot in the next episode.
I
so
mean,
like
we
the
have
only
5 more episodes.
The only reason why I can think that Luthen is sending him here is that like he understands what's about to happen and he wants Cass to see it in order to like, let's say, get further radicalized and like put him in the position where he like can be a leader and like take on that role. That is the only way that I can understand why Luthen would have done this.
Yeah.
You know, like he is not gonna
because, like, he didn't wanna
stop
come.
it.
Like Andor didn't want to come from the, like, when the Will came and told him that.
Yeah.
Like what Will tried is in any way try to make Andor angry. You know,
Yeah.
and he was like, she did this to Luton, she did this to you, to Bex, to all of them, so that like Cass would even accept going there.
Yeah.
But like maybe Luton knows that like by coming here, Cass would be a witness, but like would Cass kill Dedra? Would Cass try to kill Dedra? Or Cass would do what he thinks it's right or what he wants? You know what I mean?
I mean, he's not killing Dedra. I don't
Killing
think there's gonna be
think
time.
he's gonna manage. Okay.
I don't think there's gonna be time. I think
Okay.
like things are gonna start, you know,
Not
happening.
because he doesn't want to kill Dedra.
No, it's just like I think things are gonna start happening, you know, and there's just simply gonna be like no
I mean,
time, nor is he at that point I think gonna care. Like
That's
if
why I
people around him start dropping left and right, and like this whole thing is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Dedra at that point is not
The
really
last person
no.
that he is concerned with.
Yeah, and so like I just think that's what's gonna be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like that's
yes.
that's the only way that I can see, again, because like Luthen and Cass had this whole conversation in the, like, what, 2 episodes ago or something, like where Luthen wanted him to like stay with the rebels so that like the rebels would like fight, and he didn't want them to fight because like they would be walking into their death sentences basically, which is what they are walking into now. But again, even if they weren't fighting, they would still have died.
Yeah.
You know, so like the outcome we talked about is the
He
outcome
was,
would
like,
end
just
up
like
being the same.
Yeah, but like he was like, I'm not gonna help them walk down
Yeah.
into their death sentence.
Yes, but like the alternative of that is like,
Yeah, but like in his mind, he can't help there.
yeah,
Like maybe he can help in different ways because with them, they're just gonna die. Now he's here.
now he's here. Now we can
Where
see
everything is happening.
with him what
Yeah.
exactly happens.
we-
Like they literally brought in children
Yeah.
with guns.
Yeah.
Like
And like Dedra is doing something and Cyril has no idea, you know?
that is so,
Yeah.
I love this storyline so much. Love it so much. I still don't understand what exactly Cyril thinks that they are doing.
That is a part like where I feel like we're missing things. you
Maybe
know?
it's just like I missed a line, because like, okay, he has infiltrated the rebellion. You know, he has infiltrated the Gorman front. Why does he think he has infiltrated the Gorman front? Like, he doesn't think that they are like amping them up for a cause to kill them, you know? Like, is he thinking like we need to, you know, get close to the rebels to see who they're working with, like outside? Because like that's what he asked the girl. Like, if you tell me who you are working with outside, then like, you know, we can fix this. He said something along
honestly
those
don't know
lines. That's
what he's
that's what it
thinking.
sounded like. I think he is thinking that like they are going to.
What did he think from the start this mission is for?
We didn't have like a sit down with him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We don't know what but like based on the things that he knows, like he had to infiltrate the Gorman front. And with that, like they allow them to steal weapons so that like they can look like possibly like who would work with them. You know, like whether it's gonna be what they said in this episode, like outside forces that are like, you know, funding them or whatever, like to catch them.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm
like he
thinking.
wanted to, like he is mad. at what's happening.
Yeah.
Like he is mad at Dedra. Like it seems like he gets along with the Gorman
Doesn't
front.
understand, yeah.
Yeah, like it seems like he is, you know, he seems friendly with them.
Yeah.
Or like, but at least the way that he approached the girl before she slapped him,
Yeah, yeah.
it seemed honest to me.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like wanting to fix this.
Help
Be
them,
like,
yeah.
all of this can be okay if you tell us like who you're
Sure,
working with, so we
sure.
can go
Yeah,
after
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like a very naive.
Dumb.
Like a very naive. But like, I just think he is such, I think he has such a cautionary tale to how you can fall into this, how you can fall into like working for the empire that's about to like commit genocide on people. Like I think you don't understand, and
No.
then like somehow you are, when you understand, it's like already too late. Then you're already deep into it. Because like I can imagine like you know, the amount of like there have been many soldiers that like have been whistleblowers that like you can imagine that they, you know, joined the army thinking like that they are, you know, doing the right thing, being the good guys, protecting some type of like peace or I don't know, and then they go there and then they see
The
horror that is happening and the inhumanity of it, and like that's when it hits them, you know, what they have done and like what they were a part of.
I mean, Cyril was that from the start. Like even in first season, he was talking about being on the right side. You
Yeah.
know, doing justice. That like killer has to be caught. Adrian, Cass,
Yeah.
having no understanding about what Empire is doing, but like being there because of the way that like he was brought, just needing to prove something that he is worthy and that like he is good, you know.
Yeah.
So like yeah, of course, like he was a perfect person to be able to manipulate.
Yeah,
from the
because like he
get-go.
is sort of like a regular person, you can say. Like I read some, like there's someone that said, and I'm not sure that this is like correct, I can imagine it being true, like that 10% of people are like, let's say, quote unquote evil and are gonna do like inhumane things like Karnak, whatever, Dedra, something. Like 10% of them are like that way. 15% of people are like very like hold to their morals and like are gonna like cannot fall into fascism, or like are not gonna fall into like some type of like right-wing ideology. And then like 75%, 80% can swing either way, like based on what you surround yourself with
And how you were brought up.
You see that with people that like you interact with. Like I had conversations with people who like think are like really kind people and like treat people around them kindly, and then like when you start talking about certain subjects, you know what like sphere of the internet they're on and like how that has shaped their worldview in ways that are so like dangerous, and they don't know, and they think that they have like cracked this code, that they are the ones that like see, oh, we are being controlled. And then like when I ask them like, okay, what are we being controlled by, like thinking it's gonna be like we're being controlled like by the system, by like the oppressive forces, by capitalism. No, we are being controlled by Jewish people. What? Like, and they think that they have cracked something, you know, like they think that they have like, they see and they're like not being controlled by that narrative, which is like directly being like fed to you by the powers that be, because like it's so much easier to like blame black and brown people, Jewish people, Muslims. Like it's so easy to like put it on them, and then like people buy into that, and they like think that they are the ones that are like seeing the truth, where they're the ones that are being most manipulated. And I think just like Cyril falls into that category of people just based on the fact that like the way that he has grown up, the mother that has raised him, and so like his need for, let's say, his need to be worthy and to be needed, to prove himself led him to take on this job. And thus like by taking on this job,
he said this was the best day of my life.
Yeah, like this is where he found purpose.
Yeah,
like he could have found purpose in the rebellion, you know, if someone else found him first. Like that's where he could have maybe found his purpose, but like he didn't. He just swung this way because like it's so very easy to manipulate people, and like maybe he is the best person to see this on.
Again, because he was manipulated from the start.
Yeah.
From the get-go. I don't think he could have easily fallen into rebellion just because of the person who has raised him.
Yeah.
So like going down that path would be exactly collide with somebody being proud of you.
Yeah.
Your mother being proud of you. So in order to prove himself and for her to be proud of him, he needed to go down the like rich part, empire part, and things like that, like police part, you know?
Yes, because he's like, oh,
So
that's
like
like the ultimate like purpose. You know?
His purposes. Yeah. So like from the start somehow, that's why we always talked about that. Like somehow for his character there was nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go. This is the only path that he could have went down on if he didn't have that mother. Sure, if he wasn't raised that way, of course. But like that's about every single person, every single one of us as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, like it's not
How could have Dedra end up being anything but what she was, but when she was raised by the Empire?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But like I think the scary part is more so to me like Karnik or whatever, like the evil guy is not scary to me as much as it is scary to me to believe that like people who could be decent humans fall into this like based on some circumstances that like happen around them, which is like it's so it's like I'm reading this book right now. It's called They Thought They Were Free by, my God, I have no idea, my phone is there, but like They Thought They Were Free. It's about like he was a journalist and he took like 10 Nazis to interview them like after World War II, and like these Nazis are like your everyday people. And like just like reading that, it is scary because like they are your neighbors, you know, they are the people that you can see that like you can believe, like they're not evil, you know, like you would kind of want to think like, oh my God, like he is just born a psychopath, and that's like sort of easier to understand. Let's say like there is, you know, he is the way that he is, but like the scary part is that this is like a regular guy that at that point can be swayed through propaganda, through manipulation, that he can be swayed to hate people to the point where like he is doing this and getting people killed. And it didn't start with like him getting people killed, like going sending Jewish people to the concentration camps. It didn't start with that, you know. It started with them saying they're taking our jobs, and then like that escalated. And so like that is the cautionary tale in this. Which is why like everything that is happening constantly here in America with ICE right now, that's why that is like a very horrible situation, because like we have escalated to this, but it started like under, I think George Bush is the one that like founded ICE, and then Obama like expanded on it. That was also the point where like that should have been stopped, because like it was always going to lead to this that is happening right now. You don't need foresight to see where things are gonna go. That's the worst part of this somehow to me. Like that it's so easy to fall into this. It doesn't seem like anyone learns anything, and then we always fall back into these things.
Yeah.
That's just where we are. So yeah, I just think Cyril's storyline is one of my favorites of the show, and like I'm so curious as to like what's gonna happen when the thing is, it sounds like he's gonna die. Like when Dedra told him, you need to get on a plane and like we're gonna be home and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. When people start talking like that, to me that means death. It could also technically mean her death, but I think it makes more sense to mean his death. Considering like he hasn't gotten on the plane. I think things are gonna start happening like literally tomorrow.
I think both of them are gonna die in the show.
Yeah, maybe literally together.
I honestly think both of them are gonna die.
Yeah.
My problem with her is that I don't know when she's honest. You know, like when she's being completely honest, did she really warn him in that moment?
I think she did.
Yeah.
I think she did. It seemed to me like she was like when she exited that room, I thought like her face looks like it's feeling bad, and I don't think that she's
lying
feeling
to
bad.
herself in that moment then? that there is a potential of him surviving? Is she lying to herself?
Well, I don't know. Like,
I have no idea, honestly.
could he not be allowed to leave? You know what I mean? Like, could he
Yeah.
not get on a plane at that point?
I don't know.
Like, they said someone's flight has been canceled. I just don't know, like, in the hotel. I just don't know if that meant the flight from Gorman or to Gorman has been canceled. I didn't understand, but, like, maybe from Gorman. Maybe they're, like, maybe they cannot leave right now.
I honestly have no idea what's gonna happen with that. Because to me, that honestly sounds like she's gonna die as well. I mean, honestly, I think 100% she's gonna die. Like from the start, like I think some of our characters are gonna die as well. From the start, I didn't see this. Again, we're not getting rid of Emperor, but like I don't think all our villains stay alive either.
Again,
You know what I mean?
she is nothing to them as well.
Yeah.
Like what is his name? The one that I don't know the name that's above, but like
Yeah.
Dedra, he like saying, everyone knows what you have done for the
Yeah.
Empire, you know, but like they would also, I think they would also kind of want her to die because like she
Maybe
knows a
too
lot,
much,
you know, and
yeah.
like she doesn't really matter.
She's
She doesn't
worth it
matter
to
to
them.
them.
Until she can do things for them.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why she would stay alive.
Yeah.
If they see use in her.
Yeah.
More than a liability, let's say.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
I really don't think they care whether anyone there is dead or alive. They
Absolutely.
don't care about anyone. They don't care about their
Absolutely.
own, like, they're just...
They don't care.
No, they don't care.
Yeah.
She might get shot by, like, we saw, like, some type of soldiers, I don't know. All of them look like children. And so, like, you can only imagine that they are untrained, easy on the trigger, like, they don't know what's happening.
Scared.
Yeah, and so, like, thus, you're gonna create an environment where everyone's gonna
Nervous,
start shooting at each other.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe, because like, she commented on the fact that they all look like children, maybe, like, you know, one of them accidentally shoots her because, like, they don't even know how to, like, use their weapons properly, maybe. And like that's how she dies. I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I mean, that's how Cinta died. So like, I
Yeah.
don't know if that is also how Dedra is gonna die.
True.
I honestly don't even. I don't. I
It
maybe
doesn't
don't
matter.
see
It
that
doesn't matter
happening
necessarily
that
to me
way.
how she dies. But like I think these episodes are really about to be rough.
We have 5 more episodes.
Yeah, but like I think what is
Next
gonna be
two.
what is gonna be the
fair. I
final
have no
3?
idea. Because that's gonna be a year later. Is that gonna be when we see that Cass is a messenger?
Yeah, well
You
we're
know what
gonna
I
have
mean?
to see like how
what is
how
more
the world has
happening
like
with rebellion.
yeah, we're gonna have to see like what has like the aftermath of Gorman, whether that has like brought people closer, whether that has like grown our rebellion, like
Yeah.
whether that has
And then we end.
opened some
You
people's
know what
eyes,
I mean?
and then like a movie.
And then we end, and then a movie with different characters. There's
Like
like
that-
only one same
does
character.
this
Are we
work?
gonna even understand the movie? That's my question. Because like, is the movie really gonna be a lot about Star Wars, and we don't know again Force? What is Force?
I still don't know what the Death Star is.
So like,
I
is
think it's like a
is
weapon.
the movie gonna be a lot about that? Is it gonna be explained? Are things gonna be explained that like we don't know about?
If there is something
That's
that we
my-
should know about, like write me in the comments. But like maybe that's too spoilery, you know? Like
Yeah.
if they tell me this and this thing can do this and this, then I'm gonna know that thing is gonna appear. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like maybe that's not also helpful.
I
But
have
like
no idea.
we managed through Andor without like
But like
necessarily needing to
everybody
like see.
said that in Andor, it's not about the Star Wars.
Is Rogue One.
That's my question.
But like it's made by the same man. Like Tony also made Rogue One.
and nothing else.
What do you mean nothing else?
Of
From Star
Star
Wars?
Wars.
I don't think so.
I don't,
I don't
know.
know.
I honestly have no idea. So that's my question about Rogue One. It's a bit weird, if you ask me.
I have no idea. I really wonder how
It's
we're
really a bit
like
weird to
what
watch
it's
one
gonna.
thing like previously on, and then watch the other thing that's actually just one movie of the whole franchise of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit.
It's
weird.
weird. It's weird.
It's a bit weird.
I don't know, I really wonder how it's gonna. I mean, I wonder like if the finale is gonna feel like a finale. Like, is it just gonna
I think it
feel like
will.
the end?
I think it will. I think it's gonna feel like a finale of this story.
Yeah.
You know that there is more to this story, but just like as finale when somebody kills or takes down one leader,
Yeah.
gonna feel like a finale of it all. You know,
Yeah.
there is so much work to be done even afterwards.
That's what I'm telling you. I need
So like
the
in this
movies
case,
that
but like in this
happen
case, not even
after
leader
the
is gonna
first
be
3 movies.
That's what I'm saying. But like even this movie is not gonna be like they to take down leader. No.
No.
It's
That
just
comes
like,
after.
Let's gather the rebellion, and then we end it with gather the rebellion.
Yeah, let's move the goalpost so that Luke,
So that Luke-
sometime is gonna like do something that we don't know what. But like I
Okay.
think with the Force, potential. I have no idea.
Can't wait to watch the next episode.
Yeah,
again. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in a week.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.